Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Anuja Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be conferred with Lokmanya Tilak National Award in Pune today, to also inaugurate 2 corridors of Phase 1 of metro trains in the city. Prime Minister holds meetings with NDA MPs from Western Uttar Pradesh, Bundelkhand and Brij region to discuss 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Union Home Minister Amit Shah to table National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill in Lok Sabha today. G20 Empowers Summit to begin in Gandhinagar today. More than 6.5 crore income tax returns filed this financial year so far. And in cricket, Series decider third ODI between India and West Indies to be played in Tarouba, Trinidad this evening. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be on a day-long visit to Pune in Maharashtra today. He will flag off metro trains marking inauguration of services on completed sections of the 2 corridors of Pune Metro Phase 1. Mr. Modi will also be conferred the Lokmanya Tilak National Award for his outstanding contributions towards the progress of the country. The Prime Minister will begin his Pune visit by performing darshan and puja at Dagdu Shet Mandir. More from our correspondent.
Prime Minister will be honoured with the Lokmanya Tilak Award by Deepak Tilak, President of Tilak Smarak Mandir Trust. The award was instituted in 1983 by the Tilak Smarak Mandir Trust and is given every year on 1st August, the death anniversary of Lokmanya Tilak, to persons who have made remarkable contributions for development of the nation. Prime Minister will offer floral tributes at the statue of Lokmanya Tilak. Mr. Modi will also flag off metro trains marking inauguration of services on completed sections of the 2 corridors of Pune Metro. The foundation of this project was laid by the Prime Minister himself in 2016. The Prime Minister will also inaugurate the Waste to Energy plant under Pimpri-Chinchwad Municipal Corporation. Developed at a cost of about 300 crore rupees, it will use up about 2.5 lakh metric ton of waste annually to produce electricity. Prime Minister will also hand over houses constructed under Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana and lay foundation stone of new houses under PMAY. For Akashvani News, Madhavi Kulkarni, Pune.
The Prime Minister held a meeting with NDA MPs from Western Uttar Pradesh, Bundelkhand and Brij region in New Delhi yesterday evening. The meeting focused on the upcoming Lok Sabha elections in 2024 and the preparations for it. Members of Parliament from these regions, BJP President Jagat Prakash Nadda and Union Minister Nitin Gadkari were among those who attended the meeting. The MPs were asked to reach out to the people of their respective constituencies and apprise them about the achievements of the central government. It was the first meeting of the series of meetings to be held by the Prime Minister with groups of NDA MPs. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will introduce the National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill 2023 in Lok Sabha today. The bill, which seeks to replace the Centre's Ordinance on Services, will give the Lieutenant Governor more power in the city's administration. The ordinance was promulgated by the President on the 19th of May this year. The Cinematograph Amendment Bill has been passed by the Parliament, with the Lok Sabha approving it amid din yesterday. The bill was already passed by the Rajya Sabha. Replying to a brief discussion on the bill, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur said the legislation will check piracy, which is causing a huge loss to the film industry.
पायरेसी रोकने का काम हम इस बिल के माध्यम से करेंगे। अब ये इंडस्ट्री $100 बिलियन की इंडस्ट्री सर एंटरटेनमेंट की अगले 3 साल में हो जाएगी, जो लाखों लोगों को रोजगार दे सकती है। इसके भी हम हितों को देख रहे हैं और इसके साथ साथ ये फीचर फिल्म्स हो, डॉक्यूमेंट्री, ओरिजिनल फिल्म हो, टीवी शोज हो, ऐसे बहुत सारे लोगों के हितों का ध्यान भी हम लोग रख रहे हैं। एनी पर्सन हु कमिट्स अ प्रोहिबिटेड एक्ट रिलेटिंग टू द पायरेसी विल बी लायबल टू पनिश विद इम्प्रिजनमेंट फॉर अ टर्म व्हिच शैल नॉट बी लेस देन 3 months and maybe extended to 3 years.
Information and Broadcasting Secretary Apurva Chandra will hold additional charge as a secretary in the Department of Telecommunications. Department of Personnel and Training said in a statement that competent authority has approved the assignment of additional charge of the post of Secretary, Department of Telecommunications to Mr. Chandra upon relinquishing the charge of the post of K. Rajaraman and till the appointment of a regular incumbent. A commission appointed to examine subcategorization of other backward classes has submitted its report to President Draupadi Murmu. Retired Chief Justice, Delhi High Court, Justice G. Rohini, is the chairperson of the commission. It had been entrusted with the task to study the various entries in the central list of OBCs and recommend correction of any repetitions, ambiguities, inconsistencies, and errors of spellings or transcription. It was also entrusted to examine the extent of inequitable distribution of benefits of reservation among the OBCs. To work out the criteria, norms and parameters for subcategorization within such OBCs was also among the tasks allocated. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at Air News Alerts. As part of India's G20 presidency, G20 Empower Summit will begin in Gandhinagar today. Minister for Women and Child Development, Smriti Irani, will inaugurate the summit. The theme of the two-day conference is Women-Led Development, Ensuring a Sustainable, Inclusive and Equitable Global Economic Growth. A report from our correspondent.
Union Minister Smriti Irani will launch G20 Empower Digital Inclusion Platform at the inaugural session, along with several key outcomes under G20 Empower agenda. These include the Best Practices Playbook and the adoption of G20 Empower Communique. Tech Equity Platform is aimed at bridging the gender digital divide by providing women with digital skills and knowledge. The summit will feature a series of sessions, each focusing on different aspects of women empowerment. A large number of delegates, including global experts, policymakers, stakeholders from G20 countries, invited countries and international organizations will take part in the meeting. Aparna Khun, Akashvani News, Gandhinagar.
More than 6.5 crore income tax returns have been filed in the country so far. Income Tax Department said till 6 p.m. yesterday, 36,91,000 ITRs were filed. The IT Department said that over 1.78 crore successful logins on the e-filing portal were registered yesterday. In a tweet, it extended its gratitude to the taxpayers and tax professionals for helping reach the milestone of 6.5 crores. It has urged all those who have not filed the ITR for the assessment year 2023-24 to file their ITR. In Maharashtra, 15 workers were killed and 3 others injured as a girder machine collapsed during construction of the Samruddhi Expressway in Thane district today. The machine is a special-purpose mobile gantry crane used in bridge construction. The accident took place in early hours near Sarlambe village in Shahpur Tehsil. NDRF, police and fire brigade personnel along with local agencies are engaged in the rescue operation. Indian Space Research Organization ISRO has injected the Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft into the trans-lunar orbit. The National Space Agency said the Chandrayaan-3 has completed its orbits around the Earth and is now headed towards the Moon. It said its next stop will be the Moon. Prior to this, the spacecraft's orbit was systematically raised in 5 stages following its launch on 14th of July. ISRO said it will attempt soft landing of the lander on the lunar surface on 23rd of August. Russian ballistic missiles slammed into an apartment complex and a university building in Ukraine, President Volodymyr Zelensky's hometown yesterday. 6 people were killed and 75 injured as the blasts trapped residents beneath the rubble. Officials said rescuers are working on a 9-story residential building partially destroyed. One of the 2 missiles that hit the central city of Kryvyi destroyed, but a part of an apartment building between the 4th and 9th floor, Interior Minister Ihor Klimenko said. According to Zelensky, the dead included a 10-year-old girl and her mother. The U.S. expressed its continued worry over the state of human rights in Afghanistan and once more urged the Taliban to lift their restrictions on women's employment and secondary education. Following 2 days of negotiations in Qatar, the U.S. State Department reported that American representatives informed the Taliban that Washington is willing to engage in technical conversations about maintaining economic stability and combating drug trafficking. No country has formally recognized the Taliban since the Islamist militant movement returned to power in Afghanistan in 2021, when U.S.-led foreign forces withdrew in chaos over a 20-year conflict. The IMD has predicted heavy to very heavy rainfall activity to continue over east and east-central India during next 2 days. Heavy rainfall is likely over Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Bihar, Odisha, Gangetic West Bengal, Karnataka, Jharkhand and Sikkim. The Weather Office also forecast heavy rainfall over Konkan, Goa and Maharashtra during next 5 days. The India Meteorological Department has said rainfall during second half of this year's monsoon is likely to be normal. Releasing its rainfall outlook for half of the monsoon, IMD said the rainfall in August-September is likely to be normal from 94% to 106% of long-period average, but in the lower end of the range. The IMD said during August the rainfall is very likely normal to above normal in many parts of east-central India and some parts of east and northeast India where the rain deficit is high. In South India and Central India, including regions in Maharashtra, rainfall is likely to remain below normal. July ended with 13% above normal rainfall in the country, while the overall monsoon performance in the season stood at 5% above normal. On to sports. In cricket, the third one-day international of the three-match series between India and the West Indies will be played at Brian Lara Stadium, Tarouba, Trinidad today. The match will start at 7 p.m. Indian time. After winning the Test Series 1-0, the men in blue had registered a comfortable 5-wicket victory in the ODI series opener at the Kensington Oval in Bridgetown, Barbados on Thursday. But in the second one-dayer at the same venue on Saturday, West Indies defeated India by 6 wickets. Both the countries will also play 5 T20 international matches after the ODIs starting the 3rd of this month. Jasprit Bumrah will lead Team India for T20 International Series against Ireland. Bumrah has returned to international cricket after a long injury layoff. The BCCI Senior Selection Committee announced the 15-member squad for the upcoming 3-match T20 International Series to be played in Dublin from the 18th of this month. The team includes Ruturaj Gaikwad, Vice-Captain Yashasvi Jaiswal, Tilak Verma, Rinku Singh, Sanju Samson, Jitesh Sharma, Shivam Dubey, Sundar, Shahbaz Ahmed, Ravi Bishnoi, Prasidh Krishna, Arshdeep Singh, Mukesh Kumar and Avesh Khan. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Tanvi Khurana.
Thank you, Anuja. A top front page headline in Hindustan Times writes, Modi Pawar to share days at meeting in Pune today. Parliament passes historic bill to criminalize piracy of films, states the Tribune. The Indian Express headlines an IMT statement saying August-September rainfall to be normal, but on negative side as El Nino intensifies. Financial Express says US now biggest market for India-made smartphones as exports zoom 775%. The Hindu notes IIT Bombay puts out anti-discrimination norms ahead of arrival of new batch as the institute issues new guidelines. The Times of India states Delhi University sees 43% jump in applications for extracurricular activity seats. And finally, a study reveals that over 100 million beauty goods were sold in past 6 months in top 10 Indian cities, and the sector may gain with more women joining the workforce, writes the Economic Times under the headline Indians Deepen Cosmetics Connection. And with that, it's back to you, Anuja.
Thank you, Tanvi. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be conferred with Lokmanya Tilak National Award in Pune today to also inaugurate 2 corridors of Phase 1 of metro trains in the city. Prime Minister holds meeting with NDA MPs from Western Uttar Pradesh, Bundelkhand and Brij region to discuss 2024 Lok Sabha elections. Union Home Minister Amit Shah to table National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill in Lok Sabha today. G20 Empower Summit to begin in Gandhinagar today. More than 6.5 crore income tax returns filed this financial year so far. And in cricket, series decider third ODI between India and West Indies to be played in Tarouba, Trinidad this evening. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.